It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It's Thursday, September 16th, 2021, and 7 a.m.
There you go. A little cooler this morning.
A little cooler this morning.
I like
a little
it.
rain shower come through last night for about 15 minutes.
We did too.
Yeah.
It kind of came through twice. It seemed like it came through and then quit for a little bit and then came through again. But it wasn't a lot of rain. I mean, it came down pretty good for a short amount of time.
It was good.
Ain't going to change anything as far as the ground being dry, but
it was good.
It was.
Kind of like hitting refresh on this computer every 5 minutes. It sure was nice, let me tell you. Yeah, about 5:30 or so, took Pepper out. And we're sitting on the front porch. I thought, where's that? That cloud just kind of came in, and next thing you know, it started raining. It came in from northeast to southwest, and nice little shower last night.
Pulled everything down just a little bit.
Yeah, it sure did. And so, very nice. And we've got some rain on the radar, but nothing in Arkansas right now. I'll get to the weather here in just a few minutes. We want to welcome you to the Down on the Corner program and hope that your Thursday's off to a great start. Can you believe it's Thursday already? Now, normally this would be County Fair Week.
Yes, it would be.
They'd have like Tuesday the 14th, they'd open it up at about 5 or 6 o'clock and people filter in. It was kind of like the freebie night you walk
I think
around.
next week's the fair there in Harrison. What do they call that? The North, whatever district fair.
That's over
next week.
Really? Yeah, this is normally Fair Week. I kind of miss it.
We had ours early.
Yeah, we had ours early. And, Saturday night at the fair, Friday night, especially Saturday night at the fair, get out there. Saturday would be my day at the fair. Get there at 10 o'clock in the morning or 11 o'clock and stay till 8 or 9 at night.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh,
no.
yeah. Have a ball.
No, yeah. I go and I like to go around the exhibits and talk to everybody and this and that, and then
then you go home.
I'm out of there. I don't do the rides. I don't do the whole, no.
It's fun. Missed the fair this week, but we had a good one this year, and our compliments to the Baxter County Fair Board. Anyway, hey, we're enjoying Brewed Awakening coffee. You can enjoy the same coffee at home or at the drive-thrus. There's 3 locations to serve you the best coffee in town. Of course, there's Baxter Regional Medical Center's main entrance lobby. Follow the COVID-19 guidelines there. Then there's Bomber Boulevard and 62 East Plaza out by Anytime Fitness. Brewed Awakening coffee is the very best coffee in town. And so, go by Bomber Boulevard. My clock here on the computer showing 7:02. They're going to be getting a little bit busier between now and 8 o'clock. Faculty, staff, administration, and students going into the schools, both the junior high and high school. Then 62 East Plaza out in front of Anytime Fitness. They're up and running and ready to serve you the best coffee in town. Brewed Awakening coffee. I tell you what, you get your mochas, lattes, frappuccinos. You can get pumpkin spice in it. You get French vanilla. They've got buttered lattes. If you dream it, they'll cook it,
I'm waiting for you to get to the good stuff.
Scones, apple turnovers, cinnamon rolls.
There you go. Hold on, you missed one. There you go. Okay. Now I'm happy.
I tell you what, the muffins, you've had the blueberry, and I've had the blueberry, the pumpkin.
I'm not a big pumpkin fan. So.
I'm not either, but it was good.
Yeah.
It was really good. I've had one other, forget what it was. Man,
blueberry was excellent.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, check out Brewed Awakening coffee. Best coffee in town. Mochas, lattes, frappuccinos, they've got it all. Like Mike says at Brewed Awakening, hey, we're real coffee. Yeah, they really are. The freshest roasted coffee beans money can buy. And I tell you what, he'll place his order and he gets them in and grinds them up. He's got the freshest coffee. Man, you can't beat it. Stop by the studio here. We're at 1226 Commerce Drive in Mountain Home. Love to have folks stop by and have coffee with us. And you can enjoy Brewed Awakening coffee right here at the studio. If you want it at home, stop by either of the 2 drive-thrus and say, could I get maybe a half pound or 1 pound, pound and a half or more? It's a little bit more expensive what you get at the grocery store, but this is Brewed Awakening coffee. And so you're getting the best coffee at town for your home and can brew it yourself. And so, Brewed Awakening coffee, the very best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Mike and his staff do a great job at all 3 locations. Brewed Awakening coffee, hey, they've been with us for a long time. Appreciate their sponsorship of the show. And Mike and his staff, great job. Thanks to Brewed Awakening coffee. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes, 29 in the state of Arkansas, 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Here in town, you talk to Brad, Bruce, Charlotte, Chris. Anyone out there can help you. Perhaps someone there I've not met that can help you just the same. When we talk about a funeral home, it's like, ooh, yuck, really? Well, yeah. But this is Roller Funeral Homes, and you see, with all our respect, it's how they do business on a daily basis. They know that when there's the passing of a family member, friend, or loved one, whatever it may be, that you're confused, hurting, upset. Which way do I run? Let Rollers handle it. Even the pre-planning, take care of it now. Go take care of pre-planning now with Roller Funeral Homes in the state of Arkansas. And that way it eliminates a lot of the burden and a lot of the headaches when the need arises. But with all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes, all across the state of Arkansas, western Tennessee, with all our respect, what more can I say? Roller Funeral Homes, they bring the morning prayer each and every day. So let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, it boggles the mind that a man supposedly trusted in this country, this man, a military professional, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, would purposely call our enemy twice to advise them of what the former president might do. China has been a brutal communist country for many, many years. Like the Muslims, human life is of no value to them. How would people in Arkansas feel if someone from the Razorback coaching staff called Texas A&M staff and told them of our game plan for September 25th? Heads would roll. People on Facebook laugh at the term treason accusations, but this Army general gave military information to an enemy. Lord, we need an administration that will persecute this traitor. But all the while, this administration is anti-police and wants to defund them. So let that sink in for a minute. Lord, I pray you keep our nation safe from internal enemies. It's my prayer today. Amen. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes.
And now,
here it comes.
Dun, dun, dun!
Hey,
the weather.
You've been practicing.
It just oozes out of my pores.
Morning weather, of course, is brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zador for all your real estate needs, 870-405-0793. That is the real estate number for Arkansas and Missouri. Retirettoarkansas.net is the website. And that's where we'll find the White River and the beautiful shot this morning, I hope. Woo.
Foggy this morning.
Really? Well, I knew the humidity was up a little bit. Didn't know it was that much. Well, you're actually looking at the fog over the White River this morning. Had some beautiful shots earlier in the week, and a little bit of humidity came back in, and so we're looking at the fog.
Been pretty clear this week, so it's kind of...
Yeah, it is. I'm surprised we got this much fog on the river today. But I was looking on the Arkansas Highway Department's cameras, and there's a lot of fog over around Peyton Creek on 65 that I was going to bring up here in a little bit. The cameras mounted in Marion County, Arkansas, looking into Baxter County, the river. We'll go to the September shot from a few years ago. This is like 3 in the afternoon. The White River separates the two counties, Marion, Baxter, the 62-412 bridge on the left side of the screen, and the city of Cotter, Arkansas. You can go to retirettoarkansas.net and check out the White River all throughout the day. It is a live webcam, runs 24/7. There's a little camera icon at the lower right-hand side of the screen where you can take pictures of it and send it to family, friends, and save it on any of your devices.
As the sun starts cutting through all that fog, it makes for some really pretty shots.
It sure will. Yeah. And so while you're at retirettoarkansas.net, be sure to check out all the listings with the Z-Team, both in Arkansas and Missouri, and all the MLS service numbers are in that as well. So if you find a publication somewhere around in North Arkansas, it's got an MLS number, type it in at retirettoarkansas.net to bring that listing up. Both in Arkansas and Missouri, the Z-Team is ready to serve you today. Call them at 870-405-0793. And they've won the most prestigious award in the Century 21 Corporation 2 years in a row from outstanding service before, during, and after the sale, the follow-up, the public relations, and just how well they help everyone involved. The Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zador, for all your real estate needs. Once again, 870-405-0793. Retirettoarkansas.net. Realtors you'd recommend to a friend. 65 right now in Mountain Home in Harrison, 66 at Batesville. We're back at 65 in Yellville, but 64 at Marshall. Drops to 62 at Salem, 64 at Mountain View, 62 at West Plains, and around the region, Springfield at 66, 65 at Poplar Bluff, Missouri. And look at this, St. Louis, Missouri, the cold front finally got through there. It's 55. in St. Louis, and in contrast, 52 in Watford City, North Dakota. So not much difference between St. Louis and Watford City, but what are we, about 10 degrees difference between here and St. Louis. Now, I'm going to keep it on this page right here because we do have a severe outlook Thursday. This goes all the way from Minnesota back into around Hastings, Nebraska. Of course, it's North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, and this is parts of Iowa. And as this moves east, it could affect the weather for portions of northern Missouri. Take a look at the radar. Nothing in the middle part of the country. All the rain is all the way around the perimeter. We've got it in North Dakota at the Canadian border, Minneapolis all the way up into the upper peninsula of Michigan. And there goes that radar reset. They have a line of showers. This is kind of the remnants of the hurricane that came through. You see it from the panhandle of Florida back up into the Atlanta, Georgia area, North Carolina, South Carolina. And then it goes on up into New York and Boston and on out up into Nova Scotia. Closer to home, we'll take a look here, Arkansas and Missouri coming up. All your highways seem to be clear at this time. 62, 412 east and west of Mountain Home. Little Rock to Branson on Highway 65 looks good. Little Rock, Searcy, Batesville, Pocahontas on Highway 67 and 167. Then all your interstates, 30, 40, 49, 55, 555, and 530 in Arkansas clear at this time. The Memphis I-40 bridge open, as we've said many times, and I-40 from Forest City, Memphis, Jackson, Tennessee. We're looking good there. And not seeing any small areas of rain. In Missouri, you've got Interstate 155 to Dyersburg from Kennett looking good. Poplar Bluff, Missouri west on 160 Branson. 160 west of Branson, 60 west of Springfield, Highway 67 to St. Louis. Looking good right now. Interstate 49, 35, 70, 44, and 55 in Missouri. Pretty good shape. Even southern Illinois, I-64, East St. Louis, Illinois east, all the way across the state, and then down on I-57 to Cairo, Paducah, Kentucky, and I-24, Union City, Tennessee on US 51 in good shape. No watches or warnings for Arkansas, Missouri. There's some fog in Kentucky, some flood watch boxes along the Gulf Coast due to the leftover hurricane and tropical depressions. 7-day forecast, we've got mostly sunny and high of 85 today, 86 on Friday, 30% chance of showers in the afternoon. Friday night, partly cloudy, a nice 67 degrees, and 85 on Saturday, 85 on Sunday with a small chance of thunder showers then and on Monday. Checking iDrive Arkansas, I was showing this a scooter earlier this morning. There was an accident right here, and I just bring this up to show you how to navigate this. This is an eastbound accident on the eastbound lane at mile marker 164.3, but it was first reported at 3:10 this morning. 2 tractor trailers on the shoulder with a motorcycle in the median. And this was last updated at 3:41 in the morning. I don't know what the situation is. It's not marked that traffic is slow. We do have some slow traffic at Malvern and just past Benton on I-30, but nothing on I-40. And so traffic, other than that, moving well throughout the state of Arkansas. Let's take a look at our cameras here in town. We'll start with Cardinal Drive in Mountain Home. And we'll let that load. You see the sunrise coming in. Century 21 Lemac Real Estate right in here. Of course, you see the golden arches here at McDonald's. Minimum amount of traffic right now at Cardinal at 62, 412 business. Coming through the light pretty well. People going to work. And, of course, school buses be out and about as well. And we'll go over here to Club Boulevard. I love this shot. This is a really nice shot that of the city. Clay Maxey Chevrolet right here on the right side here. You see Holly's Jewelry right here. Baxter Regional Medical Center among the mountains. A little bit of cloud cover to the west-northwest, but not much. A little bit more traffic this morning, what we normally have, but what's there is moving pretty well this morning. And let's see, notice, I'm going to pull up Highway 65 at Peyton Creek, and you'll notice, see if some of the fog is lifted. No, it hasn't. Look at that fog over at Peyton Creek. This is Highway 65 north of Harrison. Pretty foggy over in that part of the country. And finally, Spring River at US 63 in Mammoth Springs, Arkansas. This is a pretty shot. They've got a nice sunrise. This is coming into Salem, Arkansas. This is Highway 9, I'm sorry, Mammoth Springs, Arkansas. The new bridge right here. This is the Mammoth Springs State Park. The blue sign right here to put you in contrast the difference in colors of highways, the Arkansas-Missouri state line. So these cars coming south are actually coming from Missouri into Arkansas this morning. And pretty shot there at Mammoth Springs, Arkansas this morning. Missouri Department of Transportation, minimal amount of maintenance going on Highway 63. It's in pretty good shape. A little bit of maintenance on Highway 67 around Poplar Bluff, Highway 65 around Springfield with a lot of maintenance issues. So plan your trip accordingly. Check MoDOT And watch out for, there's just a lot of construction up in that part of the country right now. Your pollen index today is 9.388. Tomorrow it drops a little bit. Ragweed, nettle, and chenopod's are still out there. Boy, cough, hack, and sneeze. Goodness, man. Norfolk Lake is at 555.75 this morning, while Bull Shoals is at 660.92. Our crude oil prices are sitting at 72.44. A year ago it was negative 18. They're paying people to store the stuff. That
didn't last it was a one glitch thing, so you can't be carrying that as an overall.
Boy, I loved every minute of it, let me tell you. Dow Jones Industrial Average closed up 237 points, closing at 34,814.39. Arkansas Coronavirus Hospital Report, North Central Arkansas, updated this about almost an hour ago. North Central Arkansas, 13 counties, and let this sink in. There's 13 counties in this North Central Arkansas block, and of that, only 83 positive admissions, 18 ICU, and only 7 on ventilators. That's less than 1 per county in North Central Arkansas. Now, why they've got this all the way down to I-40 around McCrory and Wynn area, I don't know. But this is the metro area, so this is I-40. This would be Jackson, Woodruff, Independence County, Claiborne County, Marion County, Stone, Izard, Fulton, Sharp. 313,000 estimated population of 13 counties. 83 positive admissions, 18 ICU, and 7 on ventilators. So the numbers, in my opinion, look pretty good. Don't forget about the Dream Network. If you can help them financially, go to dreamnetwork.org. Marla Lucas, CEO of this, a good friend. The vision be a voice for children, connecting them with resources to help them realize their gifts and pursue their God-given dreams. And every child deserves a dream. They work with women and children in desperate situations. You go to the donate button and donate what you can. And lastly, there it is right there, web and paper designer, our good friend David Stroud. You can call him at 405-4433, graphic design, brand identity, and what we do. And he's done some really nice work for XL7 and Reynolds Media and Reynolds Media Internet. We'll pull that up on the portfolio. There we go, right here. This is what he's done for Reynolds Media, and we're very pleased with that. And so, very nice, David. Call him at 405-4433. You can contact him right here through the website. You come up here to contact, click it right there, fill it out, and David will give you a call. All right, I think we got it all covered.
I think we do.
So, hey, Dr. Charles Osgood's here. It's always good to have Doc here. And so, a lot of fun talking with him. So, we'll be right back.
Live Bomber football is back on XL7 TV with announcers Bob Rechtenwald and Josh Kaminsky, bringing you the best in play-by-play. Watch every game live on XL7 TV or online at xl7tv.com/football. Every Friday night, watch the Bombers live, whether you are at the game or not. Also, enjoy a meal, drink, and watch the Bombers on XL7 TV live at the following restaurants every Friday night, only on XL7 TV. It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home. Get the only mower with suspension technology at Mower Warehouse in Mountain Home, where they accept mower trade-ins, have flexible financing options, and services all brands and models. That's Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Hi, it's Bob Zadora of the Z-Team at Century 21 Lee Mack Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call. 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionaire Barbershop today. It's come up on 722, and our good friend Dr. Charles Osgood is here, and I can't tell you how many times he has helped me.
We like doing it.
I tell you what. And it's not expensive, you know.
No.
And I was talking with somebody the other day. I don't know who it was or where it was. I may have been out of town. I've been doing a lot of traveling lately. And pain-free and pill-free, other than just all of a sudden the right knee just, pain-free, guess what?
Yeah. And that's why we have the therapies that we do, is because of that. We can't keep everybody's pain away forever.
No.
And you're going to do stuff to yourself that'll, make things act up on you. But we use ultrasound.
That's what I did yesterday, yeah.
And that is a great therapy for people who have this chronic musculotendinous pain where the muscle attaches to the bone and you get swelling around that area.
Guilty.
And knees are a big one. We do a lot of ultrasound therapy on actually people's shoulder blades.
Shoulder blade, yeah.
Man, I'll tell you, it's a great one for that. Plus SI joints, right down here, sacroiliac.
I tell you what, he's had an ultrasound all over.
Yeah, and after 20.
No, that was amazing.
Yeah.
The left hip. I mean, you're like, dude, it hurts. Well,
yeah.
Do the ultrasound. Hooked that sucker up. I mean, knocked it right out.
And that's the thing. After 23 years or whatever it is that I've been doing it, you kind of, every time you get a person in, there's a lot of people who have the same type of things going on.
Well, yeah.
Because you do repetitive motion, you do stuff all the time that everybody does. And, hey, this ultrasound's going to work on that, And there's obviously laser therapy we talked about before.
And that is totally amazing.
Yeah, and it's a great therapy and it lasts long term too, because you can get, we usually recommend about 10 sessions, but you usually get 10 sessions, and then after the 10 sessions, it can last up to a year as far as the effects go.
Now, pull this back up. We show it almost every time you're here, but I do it because I can't emphasize enough. And this is, when did we record this? 2 years ago, I believe it was?
Yeah, a couple years back.
And wore these jeans that way, I didn't have to wear shorts or anything, but you can see the laser on the knee, and I still joke about it. Are you in any comfort? Yeah, I can't reach my coffee cup. I mean, that was about the extent of it.
Yeah.
But you can feel it work.
Yeah. Yeah, and like with your case, you had said before, every time you get laser therapy, you can feel your tendons relaxing,
Yeah.
you know,
It's kind of like that cramp going away.
Yeah, exactly. And it basically it works differently from the ultrasound in that the ultrasound uses sound waves to accomplish what it's doing. This uses light, and it uses it to react with the cells and speed up the cell metabolism. And so that's what it's doing, is making the cells function faster and better, and it gets rid of wastes faster that way, and your pain gets decreased faster.
It's kind of like cooking something in the slow oven or cooking it in the microwave.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
I mean, you know. So.
Except you're not microwaving your knee.
No, hey, Doc, nuke my knee, will you?
Yeah, when we say laser, there's no cutting, there's no heat or anything like that. It is simply going to be light reacting with the cells. That's it.
And, you know, every time you're here, and I want to reach out to folks, oh, you can't help me. No.
Right?
Possibly, yes. There is that 50-50 shot.
Sure.
But
for the most part, I would say that there's so many people who have things they just live with that they take these pills for, hoping that they'll just get through the day, and you don't have to necessarily.
you know, coming up in about a month from now, Jamie Leach will be here from First Step and talk about the addictions on pain meds.
Yeah.
And, you know, she comes about every 6 to 8 weeks and talk about this and kind of refresh our memory. And so I want to set this aside of what can happen, you know, and you can have, well, I'm not a doctor, but, you know, it's like the vaccine. I don't want it, and I don't want people. You take it. I don't even take, you know, I get the smallest bottle of Bear aspirin.
Yeah.
And it'll last me 6 months.
Yeah. That's our whole goal, is to keep you from having to medicate, to keep you from having to use the drugs, keep you away from surgery, do it naturally with restoring proper motion, proper function.
Years ago, remember Bufferin, buffered aspirin?
Yeah.
Showed a whole bunch of young people, young married couples at a picnic.
Mm-hmm.
And lady says, "Hey Joe, you got my buffer?" "Oh no, I gave it to Andy over here. He had a sore elbow." "Andy, you got my buffer?" "No, I gave it to Betty over here. She had a headache." And Betty, you know, it's like pass the buffer.
Man.
You know, like, come on. You're at a picnic playing badminton stuff and softball. And
Yeah, people were going to talk like that.
pass the pill.
Pass me the pills.
Like, really?
Yeah, I think our whole culture has started to make a shift, and we're starting to maybe look out for our health more ourselves than depending on this man with an MD next to his name to tell us exactly what we need to do.
Well, you know, and I've heard this, and I don't want to insult any doctors, but they said in Medical School 101, a cured patient is a lost customer.
Man, there's something to be said for that. And that's I think the same thing with the drug trade. You know, if you fix people's pain,
Then they're not going to buy more meds.
Exactly.
I'd rather come in and spend $30 with you and not take the pills.
Right.
Because I might spend the $30 every 3 to 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not like
That's
I'm going
the
to
thing.
the pharmacy every week and spending $100, $150 in the copay.
Right. And we have people who do that, who do like, every few months, every 6 weeks, every 4 weeks, every 2 weeks. It just depends on every individual, what they feel is, a good maintenance for them, just to keep them healthy.
Yeah, and so yesterday when I went in for the ultrasound on the knee, you want an adjustment? Well, let me get the knee.
Yeah.
And I'll probably come in tomorrow for my monthly,
Sure.
But here's what I want to stress.
Mm-hmm.
You could be a newborn infant, and you could be a 93-year-old man or woman, and it's still beneficial.
Yeah.
Because a woman right after childbirth can be real, and it helps the healing in the child, the new baby.
Right.
Football, wrestling, tennis players, golfers.
Yep.
carpenters that are constantly framers.
Yeah. Any time you are putting your body under stress or you're getting knocked around, obviously, you're going to misalign vertebrae. You're going to jam vertebrae together where they don't move like they should on each other. And then it does not realign itself, typically. You have to have an outside force, like someone like me, to actually get it to move again. And then once it's moving, it starts to move on its own and keep its range of motion. And then, like you said, the maintenance just kind of keeps it from getting so stuck again that it starts to cause inflammation and pain. That's what the maintenance is really about. The inflammation and the pain starts coming in after those vertebrae just stop moving, and then you aren't adjusted for weeks to months. Then you start getting the pain and the inflammation. But people who are on maintenance, they can stay in pretty good shape without it.
Remember the old-fashioned barn door hinge?
Mm-hmm.
You get rains on, gets snowed on, it gets hot, gets humid, gets cold, gets hot, and you pull that hinge. What's it do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's stuck.
It's stuck.
It's rusty.
So what do? You lubricate a little bit and you move that thing back and forth and you break it loose and it works good, right?
Exactly.
Basically the same principle.
Yeah, you are. Every time you're adjusted, it's like you're lubricating the joints because you're opening that joint capsule a little bit and you're pushing fluid through there, and it's like you added a little shot of WD-40 there on it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And the similarities, because when I hear you talk, of course, I was a front-end alignment mechanic for years, and I've seen it firsthand. You have, say, this is the driver's front tire, and it may be wearing on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
That's an alignment issue. Does the vehicle drive the way it did when it was new? No, there's something wrong.
Right.
Ball joint, tie rod end, upper control arm bushing, something. Basically the same principle. When you're walking or running or something and something happens, you knock something out of alignment, that's where you come in.
That's right. And we will try to locate the source of the issue by taking x-rays. I think it's important to really take x-rays because you're going to miss something otherwise that you might need to see.
Time out right there. X-rays. This is not where you go in and, okay, once he's come in, we'll let you know what the problem is. Guess what? As soon as it click, let's take a look.
Yeah, right.
And you take a look right there. Let's go back to my first exam. X-rays. Within a matter of minutes, we're looking at it. Skeletal model about yay tall on the desk. He points to the X-ray, points to the skeletal model, says, now here's what you've got here. Here's how it should be. And you can show people what's wrong and how to correct. Hey, that makes sense. Yeah. Let's do this.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, and it makes sense to most people when you sit them down and you show them their x-ray and you say, you see how that spine twists like that? You got a real big curvature in there. You're going to put a lot of pressure on one part of the spine, and that's where your issues are coming from. If we can't take that big scoliosis away, but we can make it function better, then you're going to lose a lot of that pain and pressure. So
right now we're looking at football players, possibly some track athletes, golfers.
Yep.
All would be
anybody that works and does the same repetition motion every day are really common.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
what about the carpal tunnel? What about adjusting down in the hands?
Sure. Yeah, we adjust wrists, we adjust elbows. A lot of times we'll look at forearm muscles when it comes to the carpal tunnel area, because you'll have a lot of buildup of scar tissue in these muscles from something that you've been if you work with your hands all of the time, you're going to build up some scar tissue in these areas too. So a lot of different areas to check when you think you might have carpal tunnel. So yeah, it may not always be in the carpal tunnel area. That's the problem.
Now, I don't want to throw you a curveball, but how much can be corrected because you have a program of orthotics that help the feet, that would help the knees, that would help the hips, so it starts from the bottom on up.
That part of it is a real important part, because we have a lot of folks who will correct their lower back issues and then to try to help keep them maintained while they're on their feet at work for hours. The orthotics that we use are called foot levelers orthotics. Been around for ages, and they have, I think, the best technology when it comes to their orthotics. They're custom made by a laser measurement that we take at the office, and it's not based on weight distributions of your feet, which is what the Dr. Scholl's thing at Walmart does, is just kind of sees how much weight you've got on which part of the foot. What this does is it measures 3 arches in your foot with a laser, and it tells us which ones are in good shape and which ones aren't, and then it builds an orthotic based on that. So
when I was in Las Vegas, watching these girls walk on that marble floor in these 4-inch heels, I thought, my goodness, my ankles just kind of throb.
Yeah. People don't take care of their feet real well most of the time. And they'll wear.
So the difference in shoes. So let's say there may be a lady's wearing heels at work and comes home, changes to sandals, or maybe athletic shoes to go running. And guys may switch from a heavier boot to an athletic. I mean, the difference in footwear.
Right. Flip-flops, which give you absolutely no arch support. So if you are on your feet all the time, especially in your job, one of the best things you could do for your feet is to put the orthotics in the shoes.
At the same time, though, that cushions the knees as well, I would think.
It does, because it's a shock absorber effect, basically. It kind of takes the shock out of all of those joints, lower back, knees, hips. So, if you are having some issues standing on your feet for long periods of time, we can not only do the orthotics, but we can find out how it's affected your lower back. We'll take x-rays of the low back. We'll do a nerve scan along with the scan of the feet. We can give you a complete picture of basically what you've done to yourself over time when it comes to wear and tear and disc degeneration and things like that kind of come into play too. And we'll give you a game plan as far as what it's going to take to fix you.
Yep. And it works. Let's take a look at the website real quick before we take a break. Go to mountainhomechiro.com, and this is what the website looks like. You got home information, and here's Dr. Charles Osgood gives all his information here. Techniques. It's got laser therapy, and you can pull it up here like diversified activator methods, Thompson, Cock, Flexion, distraction. And then right here, you see where it says email us. I want to emphasize this. You click on this button here. Now, don't think, well, that's kind of a dumb question, or I don't know how to ask it. Type it in. Dr. Charles Osgood is the only person that sees this, and he will respond. And please don't feel that the question is too dumb, or I don't know what I'm talking about, or something like that, because it could be a life-changing situation.
Right.
And this is the reason we bring him in here, because I know some people they're on pain pumps and could possibly eliminate the pain pump if you go see your chiropractor. So you can go to this website. It gives you all the information, how to contact them. The phone number is 425-4424. The location is very simple. It's just down the street, right across from Affordable Insurance. But the website has it all. Health resources, the blog, information on Dr. Charles Osgood, our techniques, special offers, what to expect. This is a biggie. This is, if you've never been, read through this. And I just want to emphasize this enough. We've been doing this now for 9 or 10 years, and at one time back in the radio days, he says, trust me, just come see me one time. Been there ever since.
Yeah, that's all it takes. That's what most people say too. I wish I had done this years ago because I didn't have to live in pain this whole time.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up on 740, going to take a break. More with Dr. Charles Osgood right after this.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Now for some more fun. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sneak into the coach's office and get the playbook from Mountain Home Bombers. I'll run it down to Batesville real quick today. How's that?
I know, exactly.
Yeah, that's kind of like what that general did.
I see that's and how people can think that that's okay to call our enemies and tell them, hey, I'll keep you posted. You know, I'll let you know.
Can you believe that guy?
Plus, here you have Trump. Even I don't care if you can't stand the man, you hated his tweets. I sure as hell wish we had him right now. Compared to what's going on right now. And you look at him, and he's the only president since I can't remember when that hasn't gotten us into a war. He did not. Mm-hmm. He purposefully tried to keep us out of conflicts.
Yeah.
And there hasn't been a president like that in a long time.
And then during the Trump administration, how many beheadings and stuff like that with ISIS and all those, you know?
Not much at all, if any.
And then look at North Korea.
Yeah.
Not only did he stop at that time,
mm-hmm.
the president, may I come into your, and they welcome me.
Yeah.
He crossed the line. The only president being in North Korea.
Yeah.
40, 50, 60, 70 years, something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Trump's not perfect. Heavens no. Nobody is.
No, but he did a lot of things. And, you might think he is a little bit too brash and a little bit too mean in his tweets. But, he did the job. And he did the job for Americans.
I remember there was a Christian university over somewhere around Oklahoma City or Tulsa, and they had so many people trying to get in, they turned like 95%. And what it boiled down to, they wanted the discipline.
Mm.
They wanted that discipline.
Yeah.
This is what we had.
Yeah.
We're going to do it like this, okay?
Yeah.
We are going to, and like he bought when Saudi and Russia got in the oil price war. Okay, it's down as low as it's going to go. I'm going to buy every bit of it.
Yeah, he's a businessman.
Filled up the reserves.
He's a
Gasoline
businessman.
prices dropped, and we got to teasing about the minus 18. They were having to store it somewhere and pay people to do it because our reserves went back full that Obama had given 70% of it away.
Right.
At one point back years ago, I paid as high as $4.09 a gallon.
I think what most people don't understand about Washington and politics is that most of the time those people truly aren't there for our best interests. And I think Trump's been the only president for a long time
He didn't need the money.
that wasn't there so that he could grab as much money as he could get.
Yeah, I mean, you can't buy the guy.
Yeah. And so that obviously made everybody else in Washington nervous because they weren't sure what he was going to come up with next that would take away their gravy train. And that's why they hated the most.
What if he finds out about that?
That's why they hated him. That's why they didn't like it. Because
and it's both parties.
Yeah.
It
was both parties. It's not just Democrats.
No,
it's both.
the Republicans are in this too. I mean,
Yeah, they're entered up to here, especially Mitch McConnell, any of those idiots. I think they're all in it together. So that's what he was trying to accomplish, was to clean that out, to try to clean it up a little bit, get rid of some of these people who are making it a career to get rich by going to Washington. Let's go to Washington and get rich. It's not about helping the American public anymore. It's about what can I do for myself. That's all it is.
I agree. And it's I'm not saying every politician, but I am saying both parties.
Yeah.
And some of the independents.
Yeah. And it's just disgusting because you're selling out your country and your fellow Americans.
Well, look what this general did.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a sellout.
I mean...
And he, honestly, if you really dug into it, he might have been paid for that, too. If you really dug into it...
There's got to be a money trail. Yeah, there's got to be a money trail.
If you really did,
yeah,
I'm sure.
I'd like to find out who did that.
Because really all you got to do is follow the money. And people are so base and so basic anymore with their instincts that pretty much all you got to do is go back to, okay, did he get paid for that? Well, I'm sure he did. Yeah, because he's not doing it. He wasn't doing it out of pure decency of a human being.
And in my opinion,
Come on now.
Just my limited opinion, Donald Trump was not going to flip the box open and put the code in. First of all,
No.
There is a process before he can even get the code to get to the button.
Right.
I mean, this is not, I think I'm on a nuke China today, and boom.
That's just like calling January 6th an insurrection. How many insurrections have you ever seen in world history where no one had a gun?
Yeah.
I've never seen one. Ever.
Yeah.
And the only person to get shot is an innocent woman.
Yeah.
Nah. And, don't tell me it's an insurrection. Sorry.
Look at what happened on September 11th of 2001. If there was ever a time that a nuclear weapon could have been detonated.
Or maybe, right.
But see, I think the UN Security Council and some of the other NATO members asked George Bush, please avoid mass destruction weapons.
Right,
And we didn't even use it during 9/11.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have gone into Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan.
In fact, looking back, it might have been better if we warmed the whole place up to 7,800 degrees Fahrenheit. Seriously.
But then again, the money with the oil.
I know. That's the thing. Follow the money.
Follow the money.
It's really
so what do you
all
think's
you
going to
gotta
happen
do.
with this General Miley, I think his name is?
I think what usually happens.
He's my age. He's 2 months younger than me.
Yeah. I think what usually happens to people in Washington, which is if you're on the right side, you get off scot-free. If you're not, then they'll persecute you and they'll throw you in jail.
Mm-hmm. Now, had this general been a Trump supporter and this happened with Joe Biden.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd be in jail.
Yeah.
No questions asked. So it just depends on what side you're on. And that's the thing, is you can have a 4-star general commit treason, which is really what it is. If you want, I mean, you can argue all you want that it's not treason. Now, when you call the enemy and you let them know our game plan, there's nothing else to call it. It's treason.
I mean, in my morning prayer, what would happen if one of the coaches snuck the game plan to A&M for the game on the 25th?
Yeah.
Or if we took the Bomber game plan to Batesville this afternoon for tomorrow night's football game.
They'd be fired.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
how important is a football game compared to the safety of our country?
Yeah. But I guarantee you, people would, if it happened between Arkansas and A&M, and
people would be hopping mad.
Ooh, the state would be on fire.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, but you just don't do things like that, whether it's football or anything else, especially a military alignment.
Typically, you don't.
Yeah, hello.
I've never heard of it in my life.
I got 2 guys behind this guy over here, and I got 3 guys over here, and this guy's got the button. All you got to do is flip this switch, and
Yeah. Giving them a play-by-play there. Like I said, follow the money. It always can boil down to it, and I bet you'll find something there. But no one's going to look, because no one in our press these days really cares about being an actual reporter and finding the truth.
They want what I'm seeing, and I just, in fact, I actually turned a television on last night for about the first time in 10 days.
Yeah.
And it's been off so long that I can't even get some of the stuff to load on the little Roku box.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't, none of the national news.
Yeah.
None of it. I don't care which way it's biased. I'm up to here with it.
Yeah, I know.
Because all they want to do is cause an argument between the 2 people that disagree.
Exactly.
And that's not, I don't want to hear an argument.
I know. I want to hear truth.
We have a problem with this general. Fix it.
I want to hear truth. I don't want to hear your opinion. I don't want to hear a news person's opinion. That's not what they're there for.
Mm-hmm.
I want the truth.
Yeah. One thing that used to drive me crazy is watching the football pregame analogies. And these guys in their $400 or $500 suits, the bottom line is the team that outscores the other is going to win the game. And you can sit here for 6 hours on radio and TV.
We can debate it all we want
and, well, if he takes the ball and runs this way, or if he takes the ball and runs this way, or if this guy hits a home run instead of a single, or this, or this, or this.
Right.
If you don't hit the tennis ball out of bounds. The bottom line is, who outscores the other wins.
Yeah, and it usually happens in that moment.
Yeah.
And you can't
control it.
Control a lot of it.
We better grab a break. Let's come up with 7:53. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Benny with Ammo Dump.
At Ammo Dump, they carry new and used firearms, large supply of shotguns, rifles, and handguns. Ammo Dump will buy, sell, or trade in your item and can special order whatever you like. They also have knives, scopes, ammo of any caliber, and provide gun cleaning and restoration. Call them today for the best competitive pricing around.
If I don't have it or can't get it because they don't make it, come and see us.
That's Ammo Dump, located next to Woodman's Package in Norfolk.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Live Bomber football is back on XL7 TV with announcers Bob Rechtenwald and Josh Kaminsky, bringing you the best in play-by-play. Watch every game live on XL7 TV or online at xl7tv.com/football. Every Friday night, watch the Bombers live, whether you are at the game or not. Also, enjoy a meal, drink, and watch the Bombers on XL7 TV live at the following restaurants every Friday night, only on XL7 TV. It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
7:55, we're closing out the show with Dr. Charles Osgood. Always a lot of fun, whether we're talking chiropractic care or some poking fun at the politics. But back to a little bit more serious on the chiropractic side. I want to reach out to folks. It doesn't matter what the age may be. You could be my age. I'm 63. You could be 20 years younger than me or 20 years older than me. But I want folks to realize that no matter what, the Dr. Charles Osgood is here to help. And there's not a 100% guarantee.
No. Never is in anything, I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
But we will get to the bottom of what's going on by taking the x-rays and give you a game plan.
Yeah.
That's the thing. What we think we can do,
how long it'll take. I think your oldest patient was 93 or 98?
Actually, 98, I think.
98, wow. Yeah.
So, youngest was fresh out of the womb, so, I mean,
yeah.
There you go. We can work on all of them.
And it's beneficial to women after the childbirth. Mm-hmm. Helps them get back into shape.
It does help everything to kind of remodel and go where it's supposed to as far as going back into place. And we can get those hips realigned, those SI joints realigned, and everything moving like it should. I have quite a few, actually, of pregnant females who have, after they've given birth, come in and, continued on with them and their kids, too.
Yeah,
so.
That's good. And, golfers, swimmers, bikers.
Yeah.
Wrestlers, football players, baseball players, tennis, golf, whatever.
Anytime you are experiencing that things just aren't working like they should, you can't turn that head like you used to be able to,
Well, a month from now, we're going to be out there raking leaves and mulching stuff and picking stuff up. And invariably what I'll do will be carrying something and step in a hole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Boy, that jars you from the earlobes down. You know?
And it locks things up,
and
it takes those sacroiliac joints and it makes them to where they don't move like they should, and then you can't bend anymore. Then you start feeling pain down the back of the leg. All of that stuff is treatable. It's all fixable, so don't just live with it.
Take a look at the website one more time. It's mountainhomechiro.com. And I'll pull up the homepage right here. And once again, I want to emphasize the fact right here in the homepage, email us, and this email goes directly to Dr. Charles Osgood. Nobody else sees it. You fill it out. Please don't think that there's a question too dumb. Well, it's going to be a stupid question. He's going to think I'm an idiot. No. That's not. I've known Dr. Charles Osgood now for a long time, and he's here to help. He's here to help. And he's helped me tremendously over the last 10 or 12 years, and I'm very, very thankful for that. Pill-free, pain-free. Yes, I messed up a knee. He fixed it.
Yeah. And we kind of keep you there with ultrasound and laser and adjustments. We work it all. So
final thoughts. We got, just under 2 minutes. It's been a fun show.
Yeah. When I come on, we start talking politics. I never come on just to try to make people upset or make people mad, or that's not my issue. What I really want people to see is common sense.
Yeah.
And if you really deeply look at it in a common sense way, it doesn't add up. And if something doesn't add up, that's what I have a problem with.
And that's with both parties.
Yeah. I there's many Republicans that I know aren't doing the right thing either.
Uh-huh.
And so...
And a few of them I have sent a text to.
Yeah. And so it's not a party thing. It's a, dude, do the right thing thing.
Yeah.
It's not a, hey, I just want to bash the Democrats or the liberals. No. Just have some common sense.
Have some of both parties, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're liking in both parties. I agree.
Exactly.
So, Dr. Charles Osgood, once again, you can call him at 425-4424. And what's the actual address down there?
640 Highway 62 East, right across the street from Affordable Insurance and Centennial Bank, right on 62.
There you go. And with that, we'll say, see you tomorrow. Have a great day.